y'all, this is Shamonn with Growing in SA, and welcome back. Today I'm kind of sitting out in the garden just dreaming about what's all going to be happening, what's next, what's new, what's going to be happening with Growing in SA. Many of you, maybe not many, a few of you know that I have been growing in this space for about 15, 16 years, mainly in pots in different parts of the yard, but never in this amount of growing space. And this has been for like the last almost 4 years that I've been growing in this amount of space. It's changed so much. It's changed over the amount of time that I've been growing and learning and thinking of what I'm going to grow as far as flowers and herbs. And at first, really, what this was all about was growing food, pretty much. Trying to eliminate the need for going to the grocery store so much, and trying to get more vegetables and get more fruit into our diet so that we're able to live a healthier lifestyle. And that's pretty much what this garden has always been about. I am thinking far in advance, thinking ahead of time of what I want my new space to look like, what the first steps will be when we actually do move to the new place. That's more than information is going to be coming later, because we need, for me, in my heart, for me, I don't really like to talk about different things that have not happened yet. And not that there's a doubt in my mind or anything. It's more of, I don't want to speak on things that are not fully done yet or fully in the works yet, because things can change, things can happen, things can change at the snap of a finger, at the drop of a hat. So I always try to safeguard my heart, safeguard my mind, so that I'm not in a situation where I'm wondering shoulda, coulda, woulda, or anything like that. This garden space has been pretty much a saving grace for me. Let me press pause. This garden has been a safe place for me. It's been a place where I can clear my mind. Try not to cry, y'all. Through death and disappointments, being taken advantage of. A lot of people kind of know what I'm talking about, but anyway. I try to think of this place as something that I put my heart into, something that I wanted to grow in, something I wanted to get my mind right in, pretty much. And that's what this garden has been, which I'm very thankful for. Because a lot of people don't have this type of area to grow in, to try to keep their mind off things or to focus their energy on something else that will pretty much keep them in the right headspace. All right, let me get myself together. And what's to come next? What's to come in our next story, our next chapter of our lives? It's pretty much going to be setting things up for our kids, setting things up for my family. So that they don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, or where they're gonna live, or is mom and dad leaving something for us, or if that I'm leaving a legacy of growing and learning how to deal with emotions and learning how to pretty much preserve their lives in the best way possible. I didn't learn that growing up, only because we didn't really talk about emotions. We didn't really, when we were out in the garden, we were out in the garden to work. It was to harvest for the meals for the upcoming week. Um, if we were out in the garden, it was let's do the corn so that we can go ahead and make sure we have corn for this week for cooking. If we were harvesting lima beans, it was let's all get in here and do these lima beans so I can cook these lima beans this weekend. That type of thing. Not let's have some flowers to calm our minds, or let's grow some herbs to provide some type of healing for us, or some type of prevention for us. I know herbs like rosemary or sage or peppermint was not grown in our gardens at home. Things like greens or beans or corn, peppers, those type of things were grown in the garden where I grew up, or during the time when I grew up. And I just want better and different. She did a very good job of raising me and instilling in me hard work, dedication, being loyal, loyalty. Those are the things that she instilled in me. Yeah, and those are the things that I want to instill in my children, of course. But there's so much more that we can instill in our children. I've been a big crybaby on this one. Anyway, pretty much what I just wanted to talk about is what the future holds. It's gonna be more land, more to grow in, more chickens, more animals. I want goats, more chickens, of course, more rabbits. And this is to have a more sustainable life so that I do not have to count on the grocery store or our broken food system. I just want to make sure that my family and friends and neighbors are taken care of. And that's just what I do. And most people that know me know that I take to heart of taking care of the people that I know love me, and I love them. So why is this such an emotional freaking video? I am going to be planning this garden out as if it is me still being here in this garden. I am going to be putting plenty of, I overwintered the peppers. The peppers, really, we haven't had any really bad cold weather. We haven't even had snow. I don't want to speak too soon, knock on wood. We haven't even had snow this year yet, or the winter yet, which is awesome because, I mean, if you know me, I don't really like the cold. And like sunny days like this, I'm out here, but I feel the wind blowing and it's cold, and I'm thinking I should have brought my jacket out here. And I think it's like 67 degrees. Anyway, I'm going to be planting more greens out here. I'm definitely going to be planting more calendula, more flowers. I have some lavender that I'm going to be planting. And this is pretty much all from seed. I'm not going to be purchasing anything from a nursery or anything like that, only because I'm trying to save my pennies. What else? I'm probably going to be planting more salvia, so more of the things that I know will do just fine here without being tended to. And that's really what I'm going to be going for. there are automatic watering out here, so I'm not really worried about anything getting too dry with the San Antonio heat. But I just want to make sure that things that I'm planting out here does not need any any immediate attention. Meaning, I'm not going to be planting anything like squash or um, what else? Watermelons or anything like that come springtime, come the end of February when I get ready to direct sow my seeds or anything. Um, can you believe that Tuesday is the first of the month? Like, this is craziness. I can't even believe this. You guys are probably gonna get in this video later on, but even still, like, I cannot believe it is already February and it just seems like it just was Christmas. I love when the time goes by fast, but I also do not like it because then I feel like my kids are growing way too fast and I'm missing a lot of things even though I'm right here. I don't think I'm missing anything, but I feel like I'm missing many things. Um, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna make sure that I'm able to plant things out here that will be able to take care of itself, or it will thrive on its own in this San Antonio heat. Especially as it is. All right, y'all. So once we get to the land, though, one of the first things that we're gonna be doing is, obviously, we've been out there so many times, and we kind of already know what the layout is gonna be when we get ready to move out there. One of the first things that we are gonna be doing is building a chicken coop. Making sure that it is going to be predator proof, only because there are coyote. Pretty much every animal that we do not have here is there, and I just want to make sure that our chickens are going to be protected. We're going to try to keep losses to a minimum, especially since I'm going to be getting a lot of chicks and baby chicks and probably chickens. I just want to make sure that they're going to be safe in whatever space we put them in, and not have any type of predator issues when we get there. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a few things and probably a few kinks that we need to work out, but we should have everything in order as far as the chickens and all of the animals that we're going to have. I'm not gonna get everything at once. I want to pace myself. I do not want to hop into something that I know that probably will bite me in the butt later on, but I know for sure these are the animals we are going to have. We are going to have chickens. We are going to have rabbits. We are going to have goats. And we already have Leo. He's a potbelly pig. But I do not think I want any pigs because my sense of smell is the craziest. And I don't think I'll be able to take the smell of a bunch of pigs. I don't think I'll be able to do it. So, and the goal is, anytime that you have animals, you want to make sure that they're as close but not too close to your home, so that you're able to tend them, and if the weather is bad or anything like that, you're able to go out to them. And I need to be thinking of rainy time or when it's extremely cold, and you guys know extremely cold for me means it's like 50 degrees. When it's extremely cold or anything like that, I don't want the animals to be so far away that I don't want to go out, or when I don't want to go out, I don't go out to tend to them. So having them closer to the house on the grid that we're designing and how we want to lay it out, the best way is to make sure they're closer to the house. Yeah. I am thinking of doing quail, but I'm not for sure on that. We did have quail before, but we gave them to some friends of ours, and they are doing well. Quail eggs, I think, are too small. We have Tiny, who is she's a blue Polish chicken, and with the crazy little fro on top. She actually lays some pretty nice sized eggs, which I'm very shocked at. They're smaller than everybody else's eggs, but they're not small like a quail egg either. So probably gonna stay away from the quail. I don't know. And then I feel like they're not big enough for meat. To me, for me, they're not big enough for meat, so I don't think that will do them. I don't know, y'all. If you have any other animals that you think will be good on a small farm type of permaculture type of area, let me know in the comments below what you think. What is a good animal to add to what we're doing to be more sustainable, to become more self-reliant? Let me know, y'all. I don't know, as far as design goes, if I wanted to be straight lines or if I wanted to just look more rustic, more in its natural type of habitat.